Welcome to our Mock Interview Pro series, where today we're focusing on helping you shine in a drug inspector interview. If you're gearing up for this role, you're in the right place, as we'll dive into key questions you might face and how you can ace them. Let's jump into our first question. Could you tell us about a time when you worked within a team to ensure compliance with drug regulations? Interviewers ask this to understand your ability to work collaboratively and ensure compliance in a team setting. Here are some tips to help you answer this question effectively. Focus on a specific project or task where compliance was crucial. Highlight your role in the team and your specific contributions. Mention the outcome or any improvements that were achieved. Provide clear examples of the regulations you followed. Emphasize your teamwork and collaboration skills. Let's look at a sample answer to see how you might structure your response.
In my previous role as a quality control analyst, I worked with a team to review a new drug's compliance with FDA regulations. I collaborated with chemists to gather testing data and helped prepare the compliance report. Our teamwork ensured we met all regulatory standards, and we passed the FDA inspection smoothly.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for Drug Inspector. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Can you share a challenging inspection you led and what the outcome was? This question is designed to evaluate your problem-solving skills and how you handle difficult situations during inspections. To tackle this question, keep these points in mind. Select a specific inspection that presented you with significant challenges. Explain the challenges you encountered and the actions you took. Highlight your problem-solving abilities and teamwork. Discuss the outcome and any lessons you learned from the experience. Relate this experience to how it prepares you for the role you're applying for. Here's how you can construct your answer with a practical example.
During an inspection of a pharmaceutical facility, I identified several compliance issues with storage conditions for temperature-sensitive medications. I worked closely with the facility manager to implement immediate corrective actions and updated the documentation with my team. This led to a successful resolution, allowing the facility to maintain its licensing without further issues.
Describe a situation where you had to explain complex regulatory requirements to someone who wasn't an expert. This question assesses your communication skills, particularly in simplifying complex information for non-experts. Consider these strategies when preparing your response. Choose a relevant example from your experience. Highlight the specific regulatory requirement you were explaining. Tailor your explanation to the audience's background. Use analogies or examples to simplify the information. Explain the impact of your explanation on the audience's understanding. Let's see an example to illustrate how to approach this question.
In my previous role, I needed to explain the FDA approval process to a team of sales representatives. I broke it down into 3 stages: preclinical testing, clinical trials, and post-marketing surveillance, using an analogy of a car needing to pass safety checks before it can be sold. This helped them understand the importance of regulations in our industry.
If you discover discrepancies during an inspection, how would you handle the situation? The goal here is to gauge your decision-making skills and how you handle discrepancies professionally. Here's how to effectively articulate your approach. Stay calm and collect all relevant evidence of the discrepancies. Document your findings in detail, including dates, times, and specific violations. Communicate effectively with the responsible parties, outlining the discrepancies. Determine the severity of the discrepancies and whether immediate action is required. Follow up with recommendations or necessary escalations according to protocol. Now, here's a sample answer to guide you.
If I find discrepancies during an inspection, I will first gather all supporting evidence. Then I'll document everything clearly, noting specifics about the discrepancies. I will discuss my observations with the facility's management, outlining the implications. Based on the severity, I will decide if immediate corrective actions are needed or if further investigation is required.
Imagine a manufacturer disagrees with your inspection findings. How would you navigate this situation? This question tests your conflict resolution skills and ability to professionally handle disagreements. Here are some approaches to consider. Stay calm and professional when discussing findings. Listen to the manufacturer's concerns and objections. Support your findings with clear evidence and documentation. Be open to dialogue and clarification of their perspective. If necessary, propose a follow-up meeting or further investigation. Here's an example of how you might handle this situation.
I would remain professional and listen to their concerns. After understanding their perspective, I would explain my findings with the evidence I have documented. If needed, I would suggest a follow-up meeting to explore the matter further.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.